In a collaborative law situation, if the two parties can't agree with one another and they've signed a participation agreement, that same participation agreement states that in that event they have to basically terminate their present attorneys. So they have to let their attorneys go, and they have to then hire new attorneys if they decide to proceed to litigation. And so in that instance, if things don't work out and everybody basically agrees, so all the attorneys and the clients agree that this is just not a process that's going to be able to work out for our clients, they basically have to end that process. And the participation agreement specifically states that in the event that this process doesn't work, we all agree that we will terminate, we will let our attorneys go, and now we have to hire new attorneys. Any alternative dispute resolution setting, I think that you could say that it is cheaper, because if you're able to resolve your issues without having to go to a trial, which is terribly expensive, it's emotionally draining as well. If you're able to resolve your issues between one another in an alternative dispute resolution process, whether it's mediation, collaborative law, whether it's through any process where you meet with your attorneys or you meet together, like Farhan said, at a Perkins restaurant, that's typically going to be cheaper than litigation. I guess what I'd say on collaborative law in particular is that you bring up a good point. If the parties are unable to resolve their issues, and let's say they've had 5 collaborative law meetings with attorneys, so they're paying their attorneys, and now they have to let their attorneys go, and now they have to hire new attorneys to go to the litigation path, that by far is going to be more expensive. But I think that most collaborative attorneys would say that the parties who enter collaborative law are motivated to settle their cases. They're motivated to work together, to treat each other with respect, and try to avoid litigation. So I think that most attorneys would say that that process has a very high success rate.